How is it fair that some people get to manifest things? They create things in their life fast. They create everything in their life that they want. They seem to be extremely happy, extremely successful in all areas of their life. And other people, maybe like you, are just waiting and it seems like it never shows up. Like there's a problem, like there's something wrong with you. Is that how you feel? Maybe there's something wrong with you that you can't do it? Well, this is a perfect opportunity, because this video we're going to talk about what is it that really gets you to create those outcomes that you want in your life, and what is the fastest way to get there. And often doing it the fastest way will actually cause you the problem. It'll actually get you an outcome that you don't really want. So I'm going to share a little bit about what those steps are that you need to go through, and what are the things that you absolutely must not do, because that's going to derail you. It's going to take you in a completely different space. So, Pat, yes, I know that you want me to answer that question about what is it that really creates manifestation? How do you manifest the perfect outcome? And you know, sometimes people say, well, manifestation, it's only for certain people, the certain people who are lucky, or people who have money, or, you know, the rich get richer, etc. But why? What makes the difference for the rich getting richer? Well, they've learned the system. They know how to create what they want. And a caveat, though, is money is not everything. Money is not always happiness. And for most cases, it's not. It actually creates all kinds of outcomes that people don't want. So, how do you really create the outcomes that you want, the manifestation that you want, and have it align in your life so that it becomes a balanced manifestation? Well, this is one of the things that I spent a lot of time working on, because, you know, you read the books, and I became a Silva instructor, and I practiced the techniques, and I did Jack Canfield, and I did all the Tony Robbins, and all types of different programs. But what I found was one of the biggest holderbacks, the biggest difficulties, the biggest challenges I had was I felt that all these programs were kind of pushing from the outside inwards some forced outcome, which, although I believed or I thought was really important, what I discovered was maybe that's not what I wanted. And you know when I discovered it? When I got there. I discovered it when I got there. When I got to the end, to the outcome, when I achieved it, and I said, this is not what I wanted. So the problem that we often have, is what I've experienced, is we're focusing on the material. We're focusing on the physical things like this outcome, like this chair, or like this office, is what we're focusing on. Instead of focusing on the secret, the real importance, the thing that's behind all these things, the thing that comes from inside. And you know, Pat, you know what that is? It's your feelings. It's the true feelings, the thing that's really deep down inside of you, which is bubbling up. So, how do you get that bubbling up? How do you get in touch with that bubbling up? The bubbling up is something that's so important because it's already inside of you and it just wants to come out. It's like the genie in the bottle. It's like the genie in the lamp. It's that secret power that we all possess, but we've locked it into this little tiny lamp, you know, and that lamp needs to be squeezed out. You need to release that genie from that lamp. You need to release that passion from that lamp. And for many people, passion is something that will start to bubble up once they become clear, once they start to allow their true desires to start showing up. And this is how, you know, hobbies are created. You actually release yourself into a hobby because you're okay with the outcome. It's not about whether what you do is perfect. It's about the way that you feel while you're doing your hobby. Your hobby is this manifestation. It's this way for you to practice and experience that feeling that you really want. So if you actually take the sensation, the feeling that you get from your hobby, and apply it to the areas of life where you want to improve, you'll notice that you will start to get the outcomes that you really like. You're going to start to find that those areas of your life are changing. So the secret is you take that feeling that you have in your hobby and you apply it to an area of your life that you want to improve. You take that feeling that you get from your hobby and you apply it to an area of your life that you want to improve. So how does that work? Well, the way that works is you elicit the experience, you elicit that feeling that you have while you are in your hobby. For instance, you close your eyes, you go to a meditation level. If you've taken the Silva method, you'll do the 3-to-1. And in that space, you visualize on your mental screen, you visualize practicing doing your hobby. And as you do that, what you'll discover is in time, you'll start to feel it in your body. And when you're feeling that emotion, you're feeling that experience in your body, then hold on to that experience, and instead of visualizing yourself doing your hobby, you swap in one of those new experiences, one of those areas of your life that you want to make, that you want to improve on. So for instance, for me, doing taxes and doing the administration stuff of a business is the thing that I don't really like to do. So I can imagine myself doing my hobby, which is teaching other people about manifestation and the Silva method. And then I imagine myself, instead of doing and teaching in front of a group of people, I swap in my experience of doing administration. I feel that same way as I do doing my hobby, but I'm now acting. I'm completing forms, I'm checking my invoices, I'm preparing my expense sheet, and I continue to feel that sensation, feel those feelings that are aligned with having a wonderful experience while doing something that for me is not so much fun. And you'll notice that in time, this will start to shift. You'll start, when you do that, when you practice that experience, when you practice that new area of life or that different area of life, you'll start to notice that it doesn't become a chore anymore, because you've now transferred these very positive sensations, these positive feelings into this new area of your life. And now that new area of your life is starting to elicit the response of that success, of that joy, of that playfulness, of that fun that you were having in the other project. So why do we have hobbies? Because the hobbies elicit an internal response, an internal feeling, a sensation, which for us is so amazing. We love doing that. And as we love doing it, what do? We do more of it. And the more of it that we do, the better it is for us. So you want to take that and practice it regularly. Transfer a positive sensation, a positive feeling into an area of your life that you're having difficulty with or that you want to improve. So that is our secret for today. Try it. Do it for a week. Choose your feeling of something that you really like doing. Experience that feeling. As you're experiencing that feeling, swap out the image. Swap out the image to something that you have difficulty or that you have a challenge with. And then see where that takes you. Practice it for a week. And remember, every day, write it down. Have a journal, grab a piece of paper and say, this is how I felt before I started this, this is how I felt after I started this today. And track it every day, because it's absolutely important, because then you can actually look back and see what has taken place. Because often we forget. We start getting caught up in it and it starts working out and we forget how we got there. And that's what successful people do, is they're tracking what they're doing and they know what they need to do in order to get to this new place. So Pat, thank you very much for your question. This was great. I'm so pleased that you're here and really interviewing me on these topics. And I look forward to seeing you again. And hopefully you'll get me talking about some other stuff. All right. Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you're interested and that have got some benefit out of what I was just talking about today. Remember, we also teach courses live in person in Toronto. So join us and check us out on silvamethod.ca. Also, if you want to go online, we do some courses once or twice a year online. Please comment at the below in the comments so that we know what you're like, what you're interested in, and what's good for you. Cheers.
If you would like to watch more videos like this, then please subscribe to my channel below. Once again, my name is Stephen Dobos, and you can download a free centering exercise. The information is in the description box below.